Alright, so we're back for episode 2, and today we're not going to focus so much on leveling. It's mostly going to be about uh, skills, passing the Genin exam, and, well, we will be showing you where to start leveling next. Last time we left off on level 6. I'm up to level 21 now. I am going to show you how to get there, but first we're going to talk about skills that we can gain from Iruka. And, some important ones, as you can see, there's a whole list here. I've already gained the two groups that I really like to get early on, and that's the multi group, which lets me attack multiple times per round. That's important. But also there's a defensive group called avoidance, and we'll check that out here. So avoidance gives you parry, which just means you can block attacks with your weapons. Shield block, if you're wielding a shield, you can also block another incoming auto attack. Soto Uki and Uki, those are pretty big ones. They're a passive. All these are passive, but these two tend to block the most attacks out of everything. And then, of course, if you're taijutsu, you get an even better attack blocker. So that's good for if you want to save on pills and not be smashed on so much. The other one is multi, which is, let's see if we can find it here. It gives you second attack, third attack, and for if you're a taijutsu or an artist, you get a fourth attack, which is really, really nice. The more attacks per round means you're going to kill your enemies a lot quicker, obviously, and spend less time, basically, on each mob, which means you can level faster. Also, another one I'm going to get eventually is probably enhancement. That gives you a few. We'll just look at it here. Alright, so this one gives you miss strength. That's going to make you hit a little harder. Haste actually what was the speed of that? Doesn't sound right. Haste gives you more attacks per round. It lets you see at night and that ones. But these two are the main ones that I would get from this right here. Those are pretty good. Also, if we look up here, there's some other skills that you eventually want to get that we're not going to go into right now. Recovery is probably another good one to get. And you always want to buy things in a group. So don't buy a skill individually. Even if you don't need the other skills, you might need them later on. So just buy the groups. They're not that expensive. I mean, this is 2 levels worth of trains. And then some of them are more expensive, like this one. But the 12 trains is worth this group. We'll get into that one later since I'm actually going to get it. So next, we'll look at a practice list here. I trained a few skills, not too many. Things like detect hidden, shield block, second attack. And also an overlooked skill a lot of times is Yushiro. This is a backstab. Instead of just typing kill mob, if you use this is going to do a lot more damage on your opening attack. And obviously we got Uki and some other things here. Ultimate hinge. So next, let's talk about the skills that you're going to need to pass the Genin exam. So if you look at Help Genin, that's going to give you Henge, Kawa, Shuriken Throw, and Chokuzuki, I guess. And if we look at our equipment here, we've already started the game with a bag of throwing shurikens, so we don't have to worry about that. So let's head over to the Genin exam, and it's not that far away. So we're just going to type hospital, west, we got to open west. I'm going to go south a couple times and then go all the way east. You should have hit a part where you go north, I think. Yeah. Oh, excuse me. Go north once. Or no, actually. Never mind. You go all the way south. You can see the academy students are here. And we're going to go to the academy examiner right at the end of the road. And he's going to start your exam for you. So this part is kind of tedious. You're going to keep doing something over and over and over until you get all 4 of them landed. So you type start. He's going to give you some little talk here. Basically, you're going to type continue. I passed the hinge, so I'm just going to type continue again. It looks like I passed the replacement jutsu. Pass shuriken throw. Hopefully we get lucky and we pass Chokuzuki. Oh, we did. So our first try through, we already made it to the questions of the exam. Now it's going to give you 10 questions based on really basic Naruto stuff. So if you watched even the first anime, I think you could pass this. You might have to look up some of them, but what is the name of Gaara's sand sibling brother? That's obviously A. So it'll say congratulations, you've completed the first question. You just type continue, and you continued on with the questions. We're going to do that. What animal did Naruto use as his blood summon? If you don't know this, you should just get out of the game now. Alright, what is the name of the 5th Hokage? I believe that's Tsunade. I wasn't really sure 100% on that one. That's pretty bad, because Kakashi was picked too. Maybe that was the 6th. Alright, what is the name of Tsunade's most loyal assistant? That would be Shizune. Alright, we're going through these pretty good so far. Hopefully we don't fail, because if you do fail any of these questions, you have to go through the entire exam again. And also I wanted to point out that it's very important to start the exam with full HP, chakra, and stamina, because if you do fail the exam, like I didn't let this heal up, you're gonna have to do those jutsu again, and it does take chakra away from you and stamina to perform those jutsu. So you don't want to have to be waiting around once you fail the exam. So let's moving on. Question 5. We're halfway through, and once we get done, I'm gonna show you the best spot for your, theoretically the best spot to pick your forehead protector, because you can wear it on multiple locations, but we'll get into that later. Who was the only ninja that became a Chunin? Oh, Shikamaru, of course. Hopefully I can get all these. What? I'm sorry, who was the only Chunin during the first Naruto exam? Oh, I answered D. That was... Okay, I've got that recorded. Oh, I typed in answer twice, and it took the A off the beginning of answer instead of answer D. Man, I had it right, too. Oh, well. Let's try to power through this as quickly as I can. We'll get back up to 5C. And there's an example. I failed one of the things, so I have to restart it again. Failed Kawa. Hopefully we can get through this quicker. I'm just going to keep spamming this through until I eventually make it back to questions. Seems like I'm failing on shuriken throw. Oh, jeez. Watch, I bet I just got lucky the very first time. Totally did. I don't know how I passed it the first time. Continue, continue, continue. Come on. Oh, I failed it. Totally got lucky. So if I can't get it in the next few tries back to the questions, I'm just going to cut off and then we'll restart once I do get to the questions again. Alright, let's, maybe I don't have enough chakra. Let's eat the refreshment pill, we'll eat a couple chakra pills, because that can make you fail too. Man, I totally got lucky the very first time. I'm bombing out right now. There we go, finally. Maybe I won't have to cut out, and I'll try to go through these as quick as I can. In the series, what did Jiraiya do? Blah, blah, blah. I think it meant noodles. In the series, what? Yeah. Okay. I'm not sure if it was exactly noodles. I thought it was ramen, but whatever. What is the name of the person who founded the Uchiha clan? That would be Madara. He didn't actually found the Uchiha clan, so that's untrue. But because his father is actually the leader of the Uchiha clan in the first place. And so I'm guessing there was people before that and before that. Alright, anyways. Let's moving on. Which blood summon? She obviously used Slug. What is the name of the anime series based on? Naruto. That was a stupid one. Which village did Orochimaru be? Which hidden village helped oh yeah, rock or sand. So we're up to question 7 pretty quick. I know these pretty well, but let's just slow down a bit. What type of jutsu does Rock Lee prefer to use? That would be taijutsu, because he can't use any others. I'm sure he would use ninjutsu if he could. In the series, which character came up with the name Naruto? That was obviously in an earlier question. Jiraiya. Which country is Leaf Village located in? That would be the Land of Fire, which is kind of weird. Because the Land of Lightning has Cloud Village, water is Mist Village, earth is Rock Village, and air isn't actually a land. So I don't know why they said that. But Sand Village is located in... Is it air? I doubt it's air country. I have to look that up, but I'm pretty sure it's not. Anyways, it seems like all the other villages are correlated with an element except for fire and leaves. And obviously the answer is D. So let's continue on. I just went on a little rant there. What is the name of Gaara's sand sibling brother? That was our first question last time. So there is a lot of questions that are random. It's not going to be the same question every single time. Let's continue on. All right. You've answered the final question, question 10, correctly, right? So this is going to be the trick. It's going to tell you to fight the examiner. You do not want to do that. You can actually kill the examiner, believe it or not, but it is extremely hard, and you will definitely not do it if you're taking the exam at level 10. What we really want to do is we're just going to type continue. All right, he's going to give you a rice cake. He's going to open the door to the north. We're going to go up here and do the same thing that Sasuke and Sakura did. We're going to give the rice to the cheater because we need the teamwork. All right, see, it'll give you this little thing that says, bet you give the rice to the cheater, but you're told not to do that. Let's hope the examiner doesn't find out. Now, it's not really clear what you're told to do next, but you're just going to go south, and you're going to type continue again. Congratulations, you pass. Blah, 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 blah. All right, so now I'm a Genin. This means I can progress past level 21, and we might do that, but I'm also going to go over and show you exactly what mobs I used to go from level 6 all the way up to level 21. And that will probably be it for today. And the third episode will probably be going from level 21, or maybe a little bit higher than 21, all the way up to 51, which is actually relatively easy now that there are some new mobs added into the game. And also, if you look at this, now that we're Genin, we can do missions. So we want to start collecting mission points for the tuning exam. And also, gave you 50 free ones here. And what I was talking about before, you can choose where you want to put your headband. I personally like the arms. Now, a lot of people might pick the head or the neck or the waist or etc. I like putting it on the arms because the next headband, it forces you to put it on your head. So you have to take one headband off to put on your next one. And you'll actually get a little bit of a stat boost because you're going to have both headbands on at the same time. So that's something to keep in mind. Never pick the head when you're picking your Genin exam forehead protector. Neck, waist, wrist is all fine. I pick the arms because that's just what I do. So as I answer arms, oops. And then I'm just going to type continue, and he's going to hand me my headband now. If you look up in here, we've got Emizuki's Leaf Village forehead protector. I don't think I have lore, but we can look at it. Let's check lore. Oh, my lore is at 75. All right. So if you look at your Genin forehead protector, it gives you +1 intelligence and +1 wisdom, which is really nice for a basic item. We're going to put that on our arms. Now our next forehead protector, our tuning forehead protector, we'll put on our head, and that's going to give us some better stat boosts than this one gives. So let's head back to the hospital. We're going to head out here now. If you look here, at level 6, we're fighting these Genin, and when you fight these Genin, if you look at them here, they carry a jacket, a forehead protector, and the kunai. You just want to keep selling those. Make sure that you're collecting all the items off the mobs you kill and sell those at the shops, because it's the only way to get Ryo to buy Genin pills to fight the mobs. In my case, I'm a Genjutsu specialist, so I have a skill called Herbal Remedy, which allows me to create healing pills by sacrificing chakra. So that kind of helped me out money-wise. But if you're the ninjutsu spec and also I believe the taijutsu spec cannot do this skill, you have healing touch, so you will want to save up as much money as you can by selling items. So after I've finished the Genin, we moved on to these travelers. And don't make the mistake I did, is I typed in kill to shorten the name. I typed kill Trav. Now that there are other mobs in here that are basically travelers, and they're much higher level, so you're gonna get basically your ass kicked. So be sure to type in traveler, and I think it was right around level 12 or 13 that I no longer wanted to fight these guys. I wanted to move on to the next step up, which is the traveling mercenary. Now these guys I leveled on almost all the way to 21. Not quite 21, but almost. And you kind of want to judge that yourself by the amount of experience you're getting. If your experience is dropping pretty good, like you're not getting a whole lot, you're going to want to move on to the next step up, which, if I can find one, is a bandit. I don't want to stay in the room too long. They do automatically attack you. But these bandits here, if you have healing pills, you should be able to survive. Remember to put up your barrier every time you move out of a room, because the barrier jutsu will cut all damage in half. It's right here. It's very important to have this jutsu. And yeah, you want to keep killing these merchant travelers. And if you want to move ahead, like let's say you're killing these bandits, if you're moving ahead of the video, the next thing I would probably go after these are relatively new mobs, so I haven't really tested them out. But if I consider these guys, I could probably, even though they're 19 to 23 levels above me, I could probably take them as long as I've got the pills. And I'm gonna try that out, but these might be the next guys I try to attack. And if not, I might move on to something different, which is probably going to be either Leaf Village Jonin or Chunin. Might be past the Chunins, but kind of experiment. If you can kill a mob, attack them. You know, if you're getting smashed on, then move down a mob. Maybe you might have to end up getting a little bit less experience, but with an easier fight until you're kind of creep your way up into the next tier of mobs that you want to kill. So I'll have to figure out what's up with that, where I'm gonna go from level 30-ish to level 51. I might even attempt to go to the crypt, because I do that a lot. I'll just walk to the crypt, because you can't get to it until you're a Chunin, but there is a walking path that lets you get there. And I might walk to the crypt and just kill Nameless Shinobi Boys. That's another one you could check out if you want to get there, if you want to move ahead, try to get to 51. But I think that covers just about everything today, and we'll wait till next time.